Hey guys, so we did an interview with Mr. Schmallback about why Norristown history is important, and you're probably wondering why we're in these blue outfits. It's because we're here visiting Hank. Hank, why is Norristown history so important?
Oh, thank you for so much coming over here, and it means so much to me. I don't cry too often, but when John Doyle brought these students here, I bust out crying. I'm so happy, and I love Norristown because of diversity. It has everything here. That's what I love about Norristown. It has everybody there. We're the county seat. We got a high school I'm proud of, and then the students here. What you're doing here today means so much to me, and it's going to mean a lot for Norristown, bringing people together, and that's what it's about. And my whole life has been that. But I couldn't help. When you walked in, I had to burst out in tears to take the time to come here, to see me. And it means so much to me.
So
And I
Hank,
want to thank John Doyle for all his cooperation and all of the students when I come into the studio, how all the respect and how we friends, loyalty. God bless you all. And God bless your mothers and your fathers for bring you up to understand and help people. God bless you all.
Hi, I'm Jordan Mitchell for NASD TV. I'm here with Mr. Schmallback. How you doing?
Good, how are you?
We're going to be talking about the From the Archives display outside the library. So what is this display?
So a number of years ago, I had these bulletin boards installed to display information, put up stuff, but I was never 100% clear on exactly what I was going to put up, and I hadn't really been using it, so I decided it was time to put up something new, a change, so the result is this From the Archives display.
Okay. So what stuff is in here right now?
So what we're looking at right now here is a letter that was sent by President Dwight Eisenhower in 1962 to the principal of Norristown High School, who at that time was a man named Louis Cost. And the reason that this letter was sent was because Mr. Cost had done both research on the Eisenhower family, and it was also the 100th anniversary, the 100th graduating class. So what he did was he sent a copy of his genealogical research on Eisenhower and a copy of the 1962 Spice Yearbook to the former president, because it turns out that there is a family link between Dwight Eisenhower, the president, and Alonzo Eisenhower, that Eisenhower Middle School is named for, which at the time was Eisenhower High School. He was the first principal of Norristown High School, so there's this family relationship. So as I was going through boxes of memorabilia, things we have that are related to the history of the school, I found this letter, and I'm like, wow, here is a letter signed by the president, the General Dwight Eisenhower, sent to our principal for this reason. And I'm like, this is the kind of stuff I think I need to put in this display because no one ever sees this stuff, and there's some really interesting history to this school.
Okay, so does the contents of this display ever change?
My intention is like every couple of weeks or so to pull something else out of the archives. Like we have, photographs, we have documents, letters. The history of this school district goes back to 1834. I have original documents from the original school board, all sorts of interesting things that, again, like I said, are sitting in boxes and file cabinets that no one's seeing. So my intention is that every couple of weeks I'm going to put in something different, and people can walk by, they'll see that it's changing, they can stop and they can, learn a little bit about what it is, who was involved, and why, this is an important part of our school history.
Okay. Is this an original document right now?
That is the original. That's actually, was typed up by, I'm sure, President Eisenhower's secretary or whatnot, but that's his actual signature in ink. It's not a stamp. It's the real thing.
Okay. So why do you think it's important to preserve this history?
So, I think, get really wrapped up in our time and our day, and we kind of forget that there's a lot of stuff that came before us, and at some point we're going to be the thing that came before somebody else. And our history in this district, it's not 50 years old, it's not 100 years old, it's not 150 years old. I mean, it's over 180 years ago that the district was formed under the original common public schools law that Pennsylvania passed in order to start educating people at taxpayer expense. Before that, it was all private academies and church schools and things. So, that is a long history, and with that long history comes a lot of items. And I believe, I was a history teacher, a history major in college. I believe that one of the best ways to know and appreciate history is through artifacts, through actual items, through the photographs, through letters, through documents, through memorabilia, through things that people saved or shoved in a cabinet that really gives us an idea of how things were before. And, we can hold a letter here that was written by a very important person in American history, and it happened to come to our little corner of American history. So, I just think sharing that stuff out, I think, helps to promote the school, our sense of history, and really our sense of place in time. So that's what I'm going for with this, and why I think it's important that we preserve these things, and even more important that we display and share these things.
Okay. Is there anything else you'd like to add?
Yeah, just that I hope people take a second and stop by and look, and as the display changes, just appreciate the history that we have, and if people think of anything they want to see, like, ask if we have something about it, a particular sports team, like, a particular person, whatever. I mean, like I said, lots of history, and really look forward to sharing it.
Okay. Thank you for your time, Mr. Schmallback.
You're welcome.
Okay, be sure to check out the From the Archives display outside the library, and back to our host.